Today I was about to trim up this leather wallet I'm working on and thought it would be a good time to show you my go-to knife for cutting leather as well as carving wood or cutting any other soft materials that come through my shop. It starts out as a Stanley No. 199 utility knife, and with a little Carolina Voodoo I transformed this baby into a wicked sharp leather cutting instrument that's ideal for cutting leather along a straight edge or freehand for detail work. Now the 199 is designed with a fixed blade. The ones with retractable blades are meant to be safer, but only if you retract the blade every time you use it, and nobody does. Besides, I really don't want a blade that could slip when I'm cutting. My only safety concern is when I'm using this knife and it's laying on my bench, I don't want to accidentally sweep my hand across the blade, so I'm always aware of where I set it down, and I'm on high alert anytime my hand goes near it. Now, although the replacement blades that come with it, or that you can buy, here's a 100 pack of Stanley blades that I keep on hand. These are really sharp from the get-go, but I do a little magic that hones them to razor's edge. I also make a couple of modifications to the handle so that I get a little longer extension of the blade. And here's the inside of another one. You can see the modifications that I make. Let's take this one apart so you can see both of these. Just one screw that holds the cover on, so it's easy access on these. Alright, now this here, you see these two notches. There was two notches. I've ground one down right here. This is the normal position of the blade. Now what I do is I grind the second notch back, grind that down with a Dremel so that I can move the blade out. It gives you about 3/16 of an inch more. Now to make these mods you'll need a Dremel tool so that you can grind that little knob down, and then you'll need some plumber's putty. Here's another mod I make. I put plumber's putty in here so that when you put the blade in the handle, you can see where I've carved it out or molded it so that the blade fits right up against it and gives it a really secure fit. Do these mods at your own risk, but I can tell you I've used this method for years and the knife feels more secure than any other utility knife I've ever used. Now, to get to the magic edge on this blade, I start by hitting it on a buffing wheel loaded with a white or red compound, and then I usually make 3 or 4 passes on each side of the blade. The buffing machine that you see here is a Harbor Freight 6-inch buffer. I just looked up the price and it's selling for 65 bucks. Now, these are nice to have in the shop, but can be dangerous. They've been known to grab a knife from your hand and throw it back at you, so be careful if you choose to get one. Now, once I've buffed the edge, I hold the blade on my thumbnail and try to slide it sideways, and if it's really sharp like this one is, it'll dig in and it won't slide. If it slides, I just make a few more passes on the buffer. Then I take the blade to a leather strop loaded with green compound, and I'll pull it across the strop 10 times in the same direction, like this. Once I've gone 10 times, I'll flip it over and go 9 times this way. And then once I've gone 9 times, I'll flip it over, go 8, flip it over, go 7, 6, 5, so forth, all that until I get down to just one final strop pass, and then I can run it across my smooth edge on the other side of my strop. At this point, the knife is wicked sharp and will stay that way for quite a while. You can do this to both ends of the blade. You can flip it inside and use the part that's in here, have it sticking out, and you can sharpen it for 2 or 3 times. And so you get, I don't know, you might get 6 sharpenings out of one blade. So that 100 pack of Stanley blades will last you quite a while. Anyway, that's my super duper leather carving knife, and I mean, it works great. I would suggest you give this a try. You'd be amazed at how well it works. You'll do away with your head knife and your X-Acto because this will do everything that those two knives will do combined. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you'll take a second and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out, helps me grow the channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day.